Chapter 5, Lawn Boy. Gonna get more and more interesting in Lawn Boy.
Where did my lawn boy go? Oh, right here.
Right.
I already organized.
All right, we're on page 26. The title of this chapter, it's a mouthful, Labor Acquisition and its Effect on Capital Growth. What that means is he's hiring more people and he'll make more money. Those are a lot of words
Other
just for
people
that,
might
right?
make more money too.
Other people make money, but Lawn Boy's going to make more money too. All right, you're going to find out how it works today. Here we go. Hi, he said. Arnold says you want to talk to me about work. Pasquale had the reddest hair I have ever seen in my life. My grandmother once told me, you can always trust a redhead. They sometimes have mean tempers to be sure, but they've usually got good hearts. Of course, we were at a baseball game at the time, and I'd asked her to help me figure out my favorite player's batting average, but I still thought it was pretty good advice, and so I liked Pasquale right away. We were at Arnold's house. I had about 20 minutes before I had to be home. I told my parents that I had to talk to people about new jobs, and they'd extended my be-out time to 9:30. It's nice that you've found a way to make some spare change, Mom had said. But aren't you working too hard? I jammed my hands in my pockets that were crammed with, at that moment, something like $330, and said, I like the work. It's good to be out in the fresh air. My parents are big on me spending time in the fresh air for some reason. She'd smiled at me. I'm so glad you're having a good summer, such a good summer. I was a little worried things would be too quiet for you. I decided to jump right into it with Pasquale since my time was short. I have a lot of job offers I can't take because I'm working alone with only one mower. If I had help and maybe another mower, Pasquale nodded. How many jobs do you have waiting? I thought. I could probably have 8 more. I don't really know how many might be coming along. Another nod. I understand. Tomorrow morning, look for a small truck and a mower. A man named Louis will be driving. He's my cousin. Tell him which lawns to cut. I'll come when it's dark and do what silent work is needed. Who do I pay? I receive half of what you get for the lawns that Louis and I do, and I shall pay Louis out of that half. Half? I don't do anything and I get half? I shook my head. That doesn't seem fair. Shouldn't you get more? Pasquale smiled, his mustache turning up at the corners and then down. You take half because you are the boss. You found these jobs and will find more. That's the way it's done. But it's too much. Arnold coughed. It was the first sound he'd made since we started talking. It can be adjusted later if you still feel that way. For right now, let's just come to an agreement to get the process rolling. I shrugged. Fine with me, I guess. Pasquale held out his hand and we shook. Louis and the truck will be here at Arnold's house in the morning. You leave the money with Arnold and he'll pay us. And he was gone. Arnold and I worked out new prices, since Pasquale would be doing additional work. We also figured out a smaller percentage for me. I stood there for another minute thinking. Is something wrong? Arnold asked. I shrugged. I don't really know what to do. I've got all this money, and I don't want to have it around the house where my parents could find it. Will they steal it from you? Oh, no, that's not it. I don't want to tell them about the money until the end of the summer. Why wait until then? I'm waiting for the right time, so it doesn't sound like I'm kind of bragging or something. Arnold rubbed the back of his head, then his face. Tell you what, if you want, I'll keep it here. Invest it for you, the way we did with that first stock the other day. That way, your money will make money while you earn more. I had a good feeling that Arnold was honest and smart about investing, so I gave him most of the money, keeping just enough for gas for the mower. He gave me a receipt. If I'd known what was coming, I might have fired up the mower, stuck it in Mac's rabbit, and putt-putted all the way home to hide in my room. That's the end of chapter 5.
Let's see what it's for.
Don't read ahead. You'll have a spoiler. Okay, any questions?
I've got an idea of this.
You got an idea what's coming? What do you think's coming?
I think he's gonna get robbed.
You think he's gonna get robbed? Oh, that's very interesting. There's some interesting stuff coming up in this book. What,
Because,
what,
like,
Waylon?
always Chris
I
Pratt.
think that his parents might find out.
Interesting.
Or Arnold might have him sail on him or something.
Okay. Excuse me, Draven?
So I think that when he gave him most of the money, then he's gonna take the money and because he said, his grandma said, always trust redheads, and he's like, I trust him first thing, so they're trying to make you think that he's all nice.
Wow, you guys are really cynical.
Redheads are good.
Do you know what cynical means?
Yeah.
Cynical.
Actually,
You think the worst. You guys are all thinking the worst is gonna happen.
well, he said
I know, but you can
he
think
said,
that.
just give me all your money. I'll
That's-
just keep
He
it
trusts
in."
Arnold. He trusts Arnold.
Well, I
You'll
know
have to
what
wait and see what
books are.
happens. Ava.
I think Arnold's gonna take all the money.
Wow. You guys
Same.
cynical. Anna.
I think whenever they need more help, a bunch of people come to help.
It's gonna get really good. There's more characters coming in the story that you're gonna meet. Livia, yes, Livia.
Can we read ahead or not do it?
You can, but you'll still have to read with us.
Yeah.
I mean, if you read ahead, like if you want to know what happens, don't give spoilers to other people.
Okay.
And like, you ever sit with someone and you're watching a movie and they'll say, "Oh, this really good part's coming up," or "Oh, this is really funny." It's like, be quiet. No, even saying, "Oh, you can't wait till you read this part." Just no spoilers, no telling what's coming up. If you want to read ahead. Brent, nope, no spoilers.
Now,
What? We're going to in just a second. Okay, if there are no other questions, then you're going to go into your email and take Lawn Boy Chapter 5 quiz. And I think we'll put off writing a quiz till next week. Everybody's got something to do when they finish.
yes.
You either have art, or you have handwriting left, or you can read, right? All right, go for it.